Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Monday Messages. This group has grown quite a bit since its inception. So if you're new to the Monday Messages and this is your first one, welcome. I'm Katie J. I am a women's empowerment coach and a mentor, a spiritual mentor to badass women, really. And I help women transform their lives. I help them manifest without the struggle of limiting beliefs, doubts, and fear. And today I'm answering one of your questions, which I have right here on my phone. So the full question is this. It came from a woman and she said, you said something to me that was very interesting. You said, and I'm not going to exactly quote you, sorry in advance. You saw, like, she's referring to the fact that I shared that I have this very intentional 10-year vision that I had 5 years ago. So now 5 years into this very intentional vision, she said that I shared that I saw this big love, meaning like the whole life was full of love. I had a loving partner. I had a loving little child. I had a job that I loved. So you saw a big love and a child while helping others as who you were. I'm helping people through the healing power within themselves, through the healing power of nature. I like being in nature. I know that it's super healing for me. It's something I'm passionate about, bringing other people out into nature. So that's what she's referring to. She said, how are you content even now when everything isn't fully together? Do you ever get anxiety about when the next part is coming? So I'm assuming that she means, so how are you content even now when everything isn't fully together, meaning the full manifestation, the full 10-year vision hasn't come together? How can I be content now? And do you ever get anxiety about when the next part is coming? Okay, so I'm going to answer those two questions. The first part, how can you be content now even when your manifestation isn't fully realized, right? There are two main ways that I do that. The first way is gratitude, because I remember where I came from. I remember being miserable in my job. I remember hating getting up in the morning. I remember despising my body. I remember having no tools for taking care of my body. I remember not understanding my body. I remember not listening to my body. I remember not being aware of the thoughts that I was having on a daily basis, not realizing how miserable I was, not realizing how depressed that I was. Like, I remember all of that very, very clearly. And because of that, and because I can see and feel how far I've come in just the 5 years it's taken since I decided to follow my purpose, it's just been 5 years. Fall of 2015 was when I decided to follow my purpose and to listen to my heart and to follow my heart and allow that to be the guiding force in my life. And so it's really only been 5 years, and I've seen such a dramatic change because I was living in that corporate world where I felt stuck, where I felt restricted, where I felt underutilized, really. And I knew that I had to break out of that. Once I went through yoga teacher training, I was like, I had that 10-year vision when I was like, wait a second, I can live a life where I spend part of the year in the tropics and part of the year in the mountains, and I can make money from anywhere in the world because I'm a millennial and I know how to use the internet. Like, wait a second, this is too easy. Like, okay, I mean, like, of course I'm gonna, like, if once I saw that that was an option, that 10-year vision was an option, everything shifted, right? So looking back 5 years in the past and looking at how far I've come, I have so much gratitude for this path. I have so much gratitude for my growth. I have so much gratitude what past me set current me up for success for. Like, how I'm very grateful that did not make sense. I'm grateful for the fact that past me has set up current me for success, to go for her dreams, to like take leaps and take risks and invest in herself and So that's how I can be like super content with where I am now, because I'm like, look how far I've come. Look how far, that Katie back then has now progressed. So I'm only 5 years into the 10-year vision, and I already have met someone who also can have a location independent income stream, because I was super fucking single back in fall of 2015. I was just like not being serious with not being intentional with dating. I just didn't give a shit. But like, so having that vision of like, wait, there's a partner, like a real partner for me out there, was kind of an aha moment. And since then I've met that partner. Since then, that partner has also been someone who loves the outdoors, who loves being outside, who is from the mountains of Lake Tahoe. I was like, what? Like, talk about this or something better for the good of all concerned, because I had my sights set on Colorado and Hawaii, right? Like, those were the first two places that came to my mind in 2015 when I had this vision. And so that's why you always want to leave your manifestations open. You want to leave the how open for the universe to just like figure out the details, right? So, it's always this or something better for the good of all concerned. So he's from Lake Tahoe, and so before we met, this is crazy, you guys. Before we met, he wrote a book called The ABCs of Me when he was 25. I think we met when he was 27. But when he was 25, he wrote a book called The ABCs of Me, which is like him going through the ABCs and what each letter, like a word associated with each letter, and what that means to him and that point in time. And for T, it was travel. And he talked about how much he wanted to go to Costa Rica in that book. Like, he had never been and he had heard about it. So there's all these synchronicities. We were like, what? Because I studied abroad in Costa Rica twice, and I've always wanted to go back to Costa Rica. And when he and I met, I had plans to go to Costa Rica for 4 months. And he was like, well, duh, I'm going to meet you there. Like, it made sense. So when I look back, so much has already manifested, even in that one area of my life. And now here I am, like, still creating content to help empower women, right? That will always remain part of what I do. So the next question is, wait, what was the next question? Oh yeah. So the first question was, how are you content even now when everything isn't fully together? So the first part was gratitude. And the second part is, I know that it's gonna all unfold the way that it should. Like, I know that I have like the structure, I have the bones of what I want, like, but I'm allowing the like the feminine form of the universe, the like very, like the universe is just gonna like sexily weave everything together, like sensually weave everything together within the form that I give it, right? I say like, here you go, like these are the things that I want, but like I said the tropics, I said the mountains, I'm like very specifically broad, right? And I know that the universe is going to manifest in my favor, in the favor that I choose, in the mindset that I'm in when it comes to those goals. Which brings me to your next question. Do you ever have anxiety about the future? Which is basically what it's asking. And yeah, of course I have anxiety about the future, but like, how do you not, like, we have the ability to think about the future, right? So if you have anxiety about the future, you have the ability to think about the future, think about something that has never even happened, and then influence your entire energetic being with the emotions that match that thought. So you have that ability. Congratulations. You have the power to influence your own energetic state through your thoughts. Now comes the work. Now is the point where you take that ability, that skill, that gift really is what it is. Anxiety is a gift. Once you take that gift, you can channel it into things that you want to manifest, things that you want to happen, right? You can start to shift the dominating energy of your thoughts, therefore the dominating energy of your emotions. And that is how you become a magnet to your best life, because you are in control of your reality. You're always in control of your reality. You're always creating your reality. But through the practices that I teach, like meditation and mindfulness and spirituality and rituals and habits and auto-suggestion, all of these things that I teach are all there to help you regain control of that blah, 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 chatter all day long that's making you anxious as fuck and making you make decisions in that anxious, stressed out state. Stop doing that to yourself. Stop doing that. You don't have to do that anymore. You have the power to take back control of your energy, and therefore of what you become an energetic match to. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, the whole energetic match to, like what, and when I say energy, then you need to take my Science and Spirituality of Manifesting mini course. It is free. Okay. It's free, but it's how you're going to understand the way that I talk about manifesting, which is through energy, which is through spirit, which is through vibration, right? That is how we attract everything in our life. And that is the plane that we are, that is the level that we are talking at through these Monday messages from here on out, basically. So that free resource exists for you. If you are already in my VIP member vault, then you have access to it and you can watch it at any time. Just go in, like, I think you just have to click enroll, and then you'll get the video, you'll get access to the videos. Once you watch one video, you can watch the next video. And there's only 3 or 4 videos. There's like a Q&A video in there as well. So if you don't know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about energy, definitely go enroll in that course. It's free. You don't have an excuse not to. Each video is under 15 minutes. Okay, so the question that this woman had is, do you get anxious about the future? What the next steps are? And the answer is no. I manage my anxiety. I manage my anxiety and I channel it into what is it that I want to create. And that's how I manifest, right? And that's how I teach my clients to manifest. That's how I show up as a manifestation coach. That is my role, is to help you get the practices, get the habits, get the rituals, get the mindset, get the energy of what it is that you want to create in your life by regaining control of your subconscious mind. That's it for today's Monday messages. I'm Katie J, and I'll see you in the next video.